For the Roma people living in this settlement 150 kilometers from Hungary's capital, the coronavirus pandemic has only made a difficult life even harder.
People are afraid of the virus, but they're more afraid of hunger than of getting sick.
Rita Berki lives here in the Hétes settlement, one of Hungary's poorest Roma slums, where residents can no longer rely on the informal work that once kept them afloat. Without running water or sanitation, the settlement's 560 residents use outhouses and hand-carry water from nearby wells. As businesses closed their doors in the wake of the coronavirus, many lost their jobs and have had no income for more than 2 months.
There was work before the pandemic. People could go to work the land, to work in vineyards, or do painting jobs. But when the pandemic arrived, everything stopped.
The Hétes settlement sits on the outskirts of Ózd, near the border with Slovakia. Once a major industrial center with lignite mines and metallurgy plants, it has struggled since the 1990s with a declining population and high unemployment. As much as 37% of the population here are Roma, Hungary's largest ethnic minority, and many live in segregated areas on the edge of the city. Since many Roma work only informally, they were not eligible for unemployment once the crisis took their jobs.
Unfortunately, this crisis affects the Roma the hardest because many of them live off of work in the countryside. They go to different small companies in the countryside to work, and these companies have shut down for the time being.
The local government has set up a crisis fund to assist those in need, and with the help of donations from local political parties, has distributed food packages to around 500 families. But József Váradi of the Ózd Roma government says the fund is not enough, and that help from the government in Budapest has not been offered.
If the economy stops, there's nothing more for the state to do than to provide income. They're doing this everywhere in the world, but Hungary decides that it is not going to support the bottom 1/3 of society.
Nem segély, nem ajándék, nem juttatás, nem alamizsna.
Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orbán has pushed to make the country what he calls a work-based society, where only those who work are eligible for state aid. But as an estimated 4,000 people are losing their jobs each day, many are left wondering if they will get any help. President of the Roma Parliament, Aladár Horváth, along with other civic groups, have transported groceries to the Hétes settlement and other poor communities.
The last option left was for us to collect what we can and take it to places where people are going hungry.
These billboards, advertising economic relief measures, declare that no Hungarian is alone. But in the Hétes settlement, Rita Berki is not so sure.
It's not true at all. People are totally alone. No one is standing beside us, especially not the government.
Critics of the Hungarian government's economic recovery plan say only 1% of GDP has been dedicated to bailing out Hungarian workers, with 7% unemployment projected for this year. Justin Spike, VOA News, Ózd, Hungary.